Hey guys, I haven't been on in a while, so I thought I'd do a video today. It's Friday, I think it's the 20th of November. I'm not sure about the date. I always forget to look at my phone before I start filming. Anyways, I think it's the 20th. So I just checked the tracking number on my new couch, and it's not supposed to arrive now till December 3rd. So I know, I realize everything's slowed down, but that's okay. But I didn't want to wait that long because everything else is pretty much done. So I wanted to show you my apartment so far, what I've done so far. I got my curio cabinet all set up. I'm glad it's in the living room now so I can actually sit and see it and enjoy it, because before, where I lived, I had to put it in the dining room. The living room wasn't big enough. So I only saw it if I choose to eat in there in the dining room or had the kids over to eat. So yeah, this big wall back here is where the couch is gonna go, so I can't finish putting up my decorations in here. I have a collection of shot glasses. And that's my son and my tattoo artist. Little caricatures of them. But anywho, my daughter-in-law, my son I just showed you, Charlie, his wife Angie, got me this beautiful blanket last year for Christmas, and it has the whole family's names on it. Everybody's names are on the blanket. I just love it. When I get chilly, I throw it over my legs at night. And there's some more photos. Like I said, I can't hang them till I see where the couch is going to go exactly so I can place them, because I don't like things askew. There's the grandkids. I have 10 altogether. 9 here on earth and one in heaven. And here's where I decided to put the bar. It's also a workstation. I wrote a book, guys. I don't think I've ever mentioned it on my channel. Well, I wrote a book, and I put it in PDF file, and I uploaded it to Amazon Kindle. And when I uploaded it, I thought they would make all the corrections and things. Well, I uploaded it raw, the way I finished it, so I had to take it back off. I was so happy, too. I was like, I'm an accomplished writer now. I'm going to be able to sell it on Amazon Kindle. And then one of my daughter's friends, she downloaded it to her Kindle. She said, I was over there one day with my daughter, and she said, Charlotte, I'd love to read your book, but look, I can't read it. I don't know, can you enlarge this, or is there a way I can fix it? And I looked, and here, that's when I found out it was still in the raw form, the way I wrote it. And it was unedited, is the correct title. Correct way to say it. It was unedited. So now I have to fix all the grammar, because I didn't have spell check on when I did it, Nobody helps me, so. Anywho, I have to fix all the grammar and put it back, re-upload it to Amazon Kindle. And I could possibly I might just put it on book form too on Amazon. I'm thinking about doing that too. But anyways, here's the dining room. But that's my workstation back there where I have my laptop. So this winter, when I'm stuck inside, from the cold and snow, I'm gonna do all the corrections myself and put it back in the PDF, well, it will be, and then send it off again. I was so bummed. Oh man. I was so mad and hurt, and I just wanted to take my fist and hit it into the wall, and I've never felt like that before. And then I just knew, if I hit the wall hard enough, it'd probably break my knuckles, so I didn't, but I was so mad. Because I was like, it took me 5 years to write it. It's I always get it mixed up. It's a fiction. Yeah, it's a fiction. It's about fairies. So anyways, this is what I call the love room, because it has all when they got married and stuff. And then All you need is love sign. And then all their, wedding. My 4 kids got married, so. And then here is my washer and dryer. I made a promise to myself I would never move. Don't mind my dirty laundry. I just did sheets today. I would never move anywhere that didn't have a washer and dryer hookup. Because I own a washer and dryer, and 2, I don't like going to the laundromat. I like washing my clothes in, washing machines that other people have washed their clothes in, so. Oh, I'll turn the light off. We had a yard sale one day, me and Jessica in the garage where I used to live. That's why there's 25 cents on that laundromat. We had stuffed animals in there for 25 cents a piece. But I have so much storage here. I have, there's where I keep my extra pillows, and they don't have a light in this closet. And my sweeper and step ladder, broom, mop. But there's so much storage. Jessica was worried I wouldn't have enough storage in my kitchen, but I had more than enough. I had more cabinets in that kitchen than I did in my kitchen in Circleville. And here's the bathroom. It kind of looks like it's got emergency pole cords. It's like the next step to the nursing home, which I'm far from that yet, but it's nice to, and it has a. I just love that painting. It says breeze. I miss my clawfoot bathtub because it was nice to soak in. It was hard to get in and out of at times, but it was nice to soak in. And then you have the grab bars. You have the grab bars in the shower. I shouldn't laugh, but it's kind of funny to me. But it's nice because you get up and you slip after shampooing your hair. And I like this picture too. And then you can grab onto the grab bars so you don't fall and get hurt. And then they have of course they have the door that locks on the outside. So you can go in through the first door and you buzz, like on Jerry Seinfeld, you have to buzz. Peace. You have to buzz to get in the door. So that's nice. Here's a painting that I bought at a music festival that I went to with Jessica before I started YouTube filming. I wish I would have started it way back when because I traveled so much and went to so many different states and did so many different things. It would have been an awesome content for my channel. But anyways, his name was Eddie Spaghetti, and he was set up next to her booth. And he sold paintings that he himself painted. So I got that one. And then, the other one's in the living room with the birch frame. The birch frame made out of wood. I'll have to show it to you in a second. This is getting glare. This was at the Renaissance Festival in Atlanta. My son, his wife, Brandon and Sarah, that live in Chicago, and me. Of course, that was before I started my YouTube channel. And there's my daughter and me at Six Flags over Atlanta. My son, when he graduated the Art Institute in Pittsburgh, he moved to Atlanta. That was his first job. He was doing the films that you would see on airplanes, that you used to see on airplanes. And then he became a videographer for court, when people had to go to court. And they sent him to Puerto Rico to film a court case. But anyhow, that was at Six Flags over Georgia. I don't even know if that place still exists. We went down there to visit them. And then there's Andy and Jessica, the ones that still live in Circleville. That was their engagement photo. And then here's me and the kids. I wanted a family portrait for Christmas. That's what I wanted to give people for Christmas. I wanted to give everybody a photo. So that's me and my older son, Brandon, and then my daughter, Jessica, and next to her is Charlie. They were like Irish twins. They were like a year apart. Everybody thought they were twins when they were little. And then Jed, the youngest, he came along later in life. But I wanted a picture that was Christmas, and that's what I gave him for Christmas. It's the only family portrait we ever done. And I had to fight tooth and nail to get him to do that one. And this is an old antique chair I found in Circleville, one of those little quaint antique stores downtown. I'll have to take you through this town. It's like it's really similar. It has all a bunch of giant old big giant old houses, cool architecture. It's reminds me of Circleville. Circleville reminded me of this town. There's the current book I'm reading, Jan Dovalovic. I love all her books. They're funny. That was my daddy-o. My dad that ran the plow for the state. He's the, well, I don't know on your side. He's the one in blue. I don't want to say left or right, but he's the one in blue with the hat on. And then his brothers next to him, Melvin in the middle, Uncle Melvin and Uncle Delmas. And they're all gone now. They've all passed away. Delmas from cancer, Dad from cancer, and Melvin just old age. But, yeah. I was raised on a farm. The other two lived in Akron, worked for Cardinal. Akron rubber tire place. And that there, of course, is Jim Morrison. His honors hanging over the bed. There's the top of my dresser. My son Charlie got me that clock. It doesn't work anymore, but I can't bear to throw it away. I think it was Christmas one year. And there's the twins when they were little. That was my first grandbabies. They're 15 now. Slade and Elena. They're 15. Well, I misgendered her. I called her, it's still hard for me sometimes. I still call her Elena. She's now Victor. Well, she's starting. So she's gonna go to counseling and all that before she ever does any hormones and stuff. Or yeah, it'd be hormones. Or no, it'd be testosterone. Sorry. Yeah, she's gonna really, make sure so she don't have to de-transgender. And that's baby Ida. Up in Circleville. It's baby Edith's 5th birthday. On Thanksgiving. She was born on Thanksgiving, but we're having her party Sunday. So I'm going up there. I'm leaving tomorrow for Circleville. I'm going to spend some time up at my daughter's house and attend the birthday party. Edith's 5th birthday party. And that was a little doll that I got my brother Les when he died from cancer, too. He was in the nursing home here in town, and Valentine's Day I took that to him, so I kept that. And then someone made that stuffed bear after my dad passed. Well, my stepmother actually had someone make it, and it says, "This plaid shirt Dad used to wear has now become my teddy bear." So he sits on my dresser so he doesn't get destroyed. When the grandkids come, they have other stuffed animals they can play with here. They always, well, they haven't. They did for a little bit. A couple times they asked to play with him, and I explained why, and then they didn't ask again. And this tree, shoot, I forget what the name of it is. Hall tree? Hall tree. Yeah, that was my grandmother Ida's. My mom's mom. It is an antique. So nobody else wanted it. I said, I'm keeping that because it was hers and it's an antique. And there's an old antique cane bottom chair, which was my daughter's, but she said she didn't want it back, so. And then when we come in here, we have to take our groceries. We are allowed to pull up in the fire lane in front of the door, and then it's a high-rise apartment for 55 and older. And then we take our groceries out and put them in our carts, and then we wheel them up. You can either go in the elevator. Well, if you have groceries, you're pretty much, and wheeling them, you pretty much have to go in the elevator. But I take the stairs if I don't have any. But so far, I've been managing with just carrying them in big, giant bags that I take with me and putting like 3 bags down in a big, giant bag and carry one on each arm. And but I thought, I'm going to get me one of those little carts. Oh, sorry, I'm not even showing it. Everybody's got one. But you'll go down there and you'll know they're shopping because you'll see other people are shopping because you'll see the carts lined up in the inside of the door, waiting for them to come pull their car into the fire lane, then unload it into their carts, and then park their car, and then I'll probably carry them from my car to the cart. But I don't know. That's for later. And then this is the spare bedroom. And I thought I might buy a bed and put it in here, but it's not that big. And this is a sleeper sofa. So when Brandon and Sarah come from Chicago and they stop on their way through to Pittsburgh to see her mom and dad, they can sleep in here on the pull-out couch. And Peyton can be on the new couch and I'll be in my bed. But he'll probably end up sleeping with me. He usually does. And that's an old dresser. And I had it down in the garage there, and the bottom of it got mildew on it. I'm going to have to YouTube and see if I can find a tutorial on how to remove that mildew on the bottom. I'm sure I can. I'd like to just redo the whole thing. But that was my grandmother Ida's too, that dresser. And then Angie made me this. It's like a chandelier, and it has all the grandkids' faces on it. It's Landon. Of course, they've all grown a lot. Leonidas, Ida, Peyton, one from Chicago, and Victor, formerly known as Elena, Slade, that's the twins. They're all on there. Leonidas again, I guess they're on there a couple times. Ariana, she's grown and married and bought a house next door to my sister in the town next to this town, and she's pregnant with a little girl. And I had a dream she was going to be pregnant and with a little girl this year. I told her mom that I had that dream, and sure enough, it happened. And this is a painting. We went to a wine and sip thing that my daughter-in-law Angie did. It was fun. They show you how to draw it. You sip wine and you paint. It was a good time. I'm sure some of you might have been to one. But yeah, I didn't open the closet in the bedroom. I don't have to put my summer and winter clothes in different places now, which is awesome. I only had one little tiny closet in that house in Circleville. So I had to take my summer wardrobe when it was winter, put it in totes, and bring out the winter one from the totes and hang them up. But this is my storage closet. This is all decorations, sleeping bag, Christmas trees. I think my tent's in there too. No, just Christmas trees. My tent must be in the other closet. I've already got a new wreath to put on the front door for Christmas. And a little Santa that stands up. It says peace, hope, love. And there's Christmas pictures in there that I only put out at Christmas. My sister Vicky got me this to put in my yard. But, I'm being bombarded. It's my bug. They have the red trucks. Well, this is a red bug and has a tree on top of it. She got that for me to put in the yard. And I had it in the yard last Christmas up there, but I don't have a yard here because I have a balcony. The one down below me has the yard. So, anywho, I thought about getting a pot, putting it in, because there's my Welcome Gnome thing that I bought in at Rural King. I was there the one day looking for bullets. That's on my channel. Anywho, this thing says peace, hope, love. It'll look cute sitting out in the foyer when you come in. They all decorate out there in my wreath. And then I got a little pot, but I don't know where it's at. But it matches the wreath. It's down in there somewhere. But yeah, I like it. I really love this place. I won't have to, like I said, take my clothes and put them in totes and put them in the only closet. And then to get those totes out of there, you had that fan in the bathroom. I wish, it's the only thing, I wish when you turn on the lights, you didn't have to hear the fan. Like there's separate switches, but there's not. It's the fan and switch both. So, fan and light switch both. So, but see, I can put all my clothes in here. It's got a double. My grandmother Kane, my dad's mom that lived on the farm, That's where my dad lived when he retired. He moved out there on the farm. He still raised beef cattle. They had to make him retire. He didn't want to retire from the state. They pushed him out. They said, "You gotta have to go." Anyways, he still raised beef cattle out there on the farm, and we had a farm in Akron when we was growing up until we moved to Belmont when I was in the 4th grade. Anyhow, my grandma Kane made those. She crocheted and knitted. And I still have mine. I used to set it on my bed when she first gave it to us when I was a little girl, but I still have it though. A dog, I had a German Shepherd once, it chewed its leg. But you didn't need to know that. Anywho, I love this because, oh yeah, there's my tent. My tent's in this closet. I love this because I don't have to change my summer and winter wardrobe out anymore, which is fantastic. So, it's very nice. I love it. I really like it here. It's warm too. You don't get cold, and the halls out there are really, really warm. But I always complained about being cold up there because I didn't want to crank the heat up a lot and spend a bunch of money. So I was always cold in the winter there and warm in the summer. And of course, it was an all-block building. Building made out of blocks because it was built above a 2-car garage, and so I think that was some part of it too. Look, I put some mementos, wine bottles. One when I went to Gatlinburg. One my best friend got me for my birthday. He came bringing me flowers and that wine, the Silver Moon, and cheesecake. He said, "Here's some wine and cheese and roses." And then there's my sea. You could barely see it, though. You can see it from the living room. Got corks in it. And then I think the rum was after, and I like the bottle, too. The rum, you can't really see it. Captain Morgan, I think. It was after my other best friend's father passed away, and I bought him a big bottle of Beam, because that's what he drank, Jack Beam, and I bought me rum, and I just kept the bottle, and he kept his. And then the middle sister wine, my little sister bought it for me because I'm the middle sister. So I kept that one. I had more, but I didn't want to put all of them up there. It looked like a college frat house. I know, who cares what people think, but I don't know, I just didn't want to put all the freaking bottles up there that I had, so I threw them away. I downsized a lot. When I was first packing up, I had 2 weeks to pack, and there's that other, sorry, keep interrupting myself. There's that other picture that I bought. It's, well, actually, I didn't buy this one. A friend, Smokey, bought it. Smokey was cool. He had really long hair down to his waistline, and he wore skirts. He could play the guitar. He could fish like nobody's business, but he bought that one from Spaghetti Eddie for me. I think Spaghetti Eddie I know he had a website, but I don't know if he still does. SpaghettiEddie.com. But he made the frame out of, pretty sure that's birch wood. White wood. And that was Smokey's spirit animal, a crow. So yeah, I downsized. Before I moved, I took a bunch of loads to Goodwill, and every time I took a load to Goodwill, I got boxes. And there's the only plant I own. I think I've said this before, my daughter has all kinds of plants. That was my mom's favorite color, purple, plus she loved violets. And my daughter has a bunch of plants. She's got several plants in each room. And I thought, I don't really like dirt in the house, the thought of just bringing dirt inside your house. I know it's in a pot. It's just in my mind. But so I got that, but I think I might take it up there to her because I don't know. I just don't. I don't do plants. I used to a long time ago. And then here's the balcony. I think I did a video out here before. Oh my gosh, look at that sun coming through the clouds. I don't know how good you guys can see that. Wow, that is so cool. You see that? It's not going to show up like it is through my naked eye, but the sunsets. I'm going to have to film a sunset sometime. The sunsets. There's my little bug. The sunsets here are beautiful. And there's cows over there in the field, and there's goats. Sometimes the goats are out, sometimes they're not. They're not out right now. But yeah, they have garages, but there's a waiting list for the garage. My poor baby. It's always been, for 4 years since I got it, it's been, well, I've had it 2 years, but I lived up there 4 years. So 2 years it's been in a heated garage. So it's like shivering out here when it's cold. And here's one my sister went and got me because she said, well, you need one to put on your balcony, and it stands up. The little red bug carrying the Christmas tree home. I don't know if anybody can see it from down below because I haven't looked yet, but it has this, like a picture frame. It has this stand on the back of it, like a picture frame. I had it up on the shelf, and this is a non-smoking building. You can't smoke in the halls or the elevator or your apartment, so, but you can come out on the balcony. So my friend Jesse was up Wednesday night, and he come out here and have a couple smokes. He smokes when he drinks. No, I guess he just had one that night. Yeah, it was the other night. He came up and he had a couple. Oh, there's tape on that window or something. I didn't put that there. I'm going to have to get that off of there. Anywho, I like my balcony. And there's apartments over there. They're in the same group as these. Same manager. They're upstairs and downstairs, which I don't think I would like going up and down the steps. I had 13 steps, either 11 or 13, I can't remember. Then I had to climb up and down there at the garage apartment. And sometimes my knees would hurt, especially carrying all the groceries in, by myself. My knees would get to hurt, so I said, nah, I don't think I like that. It's what they call a condo type. And it has, like I said, it has upstairs and downstairs. And the bathroom's upstairs, so every time you'd have to go to the bathroom. It's not all on one floor. That's what I'm trying to say. So every time you have to go to the bathroom, you'd have to walk up the steps. And I had enough of that, so. And she showed me this one in the high rise. Plus it has like I said, you can't get in the door. It's locked. And it's 55 and older, so it's so quiet here. Where I used to live, we had trains and, I lived next to 2 crossings, so I had it all day long. Whenever they came to the crossing, they had to blow their whistles. And then the ambulances and kids outside bouncing the basketball because I lived right next to an old gym, and they still had a big old basketball hoop out there, and the neighborhood kids came and used it, and it was just loud. You have your windows open in the spring and summer, and you'd have to crank up your TV just to hear it. And I don't know, it seems like the older you get, the more you... Oh, I was going to show you this painting. Just showing you the wall. I got this at a little shop years ago. Oh, shoot, just going to have a reflection of old houses, and it reminds me of this town, how it had all the old little shops, downtown Main Street. I just love it. I've had this painting for years. I got it, like I said, a little antique shop here in this town. Oh my gosh, probably 8 years or so ago. And everyone compliments me on it. Everyone says they really like it. Anyway, that's my new apartment, and I love it. Like I said, I love it here. So far, so good. It's quiet. It's... I think it's beautiful. I like it. I like how everything is white, so it shows off what you hang, what you put on the walls. And, you can really see what you put up, so. Like I said, a couch isn't going to be here till December 3rd, which is a God wink, kind of, because I'll be leaving tomorrow for Circleville, and I won't be back till... I'm getting my oil change up there where I bought the car. Monday at 1, so I won't be back till Tuesday or something. I don't know when, but anywho. So when the couch comes, then I can finish hanging stuff. I might put something on this wall. I'm not sure yet. And then once I get the couch, I'm sure I'm going to want stands on each side of it. So I'll be ordering some new stands for each side of the couch. That was my mom and daddy when they got married. They're both in heaven now. My mom from COPD and my dad from cancer. And then trinkets that my daughter gave me. She sells those. She sells the white California sage. She used to pick it herself. She'd go out to California and pick it and sell it, but now she orders it from someplace. She's married with children now. Well, she used to go to Joshua Tree. She went to the Florida Keys and lived on the sailboat, and that's when I went down there and saw her. I've never been to Joshua Tree. And that's not one of her crystals, but this is a moonstone. And when the light comes in through that balcony door and hits that, it just sparkles. It's goldstone. That's what it is, goldstone. And that's an Indian wedding marriage vase that someone gifted her for her first wedding. And then that wasn't the love of her life. The man she's with now is. So she said, "You keep that vase, Mom. I don't want it." Because she knows I like Indian stuff. And then my daughter Angie, she got me this little Indian girl, and she's glass for Christmas one year. She gets me the heartfelt gifts, and they always make me cry. My daughter does too. And then my Pat O'Brien's vase for when me and my younger sister and my two best friends, Jesse and Andrew, went to New Orleans. That was a blast. Went to Pat O'Brien's, of course, did the touristy things, went to the graveyard. Oh, that's my older sister, older brother, and then me, and then the twins, Marcy and Marty. Marty died in a car wreck when he was 17, and Les died from cancer when he was 59. He didn't make it to 60. That was a family portrait. There's the last picture of my daddy. He was out on his porch. He lived in the country. Out on his porch. My sister has that, a bear made out of that blue shirt, the older sister. And I don't know what the little sister's bear's shirt was, because she always comes here. She's like, "You guys should come to my house." Once in a while we'll go to her house, but she normally comes to Vicky's because, we go to the casino. We're close to the casino. And that, I don't know if you can see that. That was my little brother. I think he was 15 or 16 there. He's the one that looked most like the Indian. He's in the corner of this frame. He had black straight hair down to his waist, and then he had brown, dark eyes, and he was dark complected. In the summer, he got really dark. But he had we're German, Indian. He had the most, and some Irish. And there's my brother Les and my dad, and one of my little sister's ex-boyfriends in the back, Randy. And that was at my dad's house. And of course, the sugar skulls. I'm fascinated by the Day of the Dead. I have my friend Dorinda we went to see the Rolling Stones with in Denver, and she came here and saw them in Pittsburgh with us. Used to be married to my brother Les. She has a daughter that lives in New Mexico. I would love to go to Denver someday and then go from there with her when she goes to see her daughter and see New Mexico. But anyways, I've always been fascinated with the De La Morte. I don't know if I'm even saying it right, but the Day of the Dead. And there's another picture of my little brother. I think he had past his shoulders a little bit. That was when he was still in high school. We always wore them flannel shirts. Everybody wore the flannel shirts, the grunge days, t-shirts under them. And my son made me this vase in art class. Or vase, I don't know, bowl. It's more like a bowl. Barnesville, Ohio, established, was it 18? Can't read it through the camera, 1803. He made that for me. He made one for my mom, too. He took that one, the one he made for Mom. To be his grandma. So yeah, just few of my favorite things. And the blue glass, my mom collected that, so me and my two sisters took the pieces we wanted. We each took some, and I like the blue. So, yeah, now I can, like I said, now I can sit and look at my favorite things. My son, Charlie, got me this for Christmas from the mall, one of those little kiosks at the mall, the couch potato. He said, there's your beer and there's your popcorn sitting on the stand next to you. You can't say that now, but the remote control too, the remote control, because I love watching TV, and he's a comic. I love watching TV and eating popcorn and drinking a beer. That's some of my favorite things. But you can't say it about me now because I walk now. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go out and chooch, as Rosie calls it, chooch around Barnesville so everybody can see what the town looks like. Oh, my daughter-in-law Sarah, that lives in Chicago, she got me that tray one year, and she put pictures in it. I think I've changed the pictures and updated them, but they're way old still, because that's Ariana, and she's married. Got the house of her own next to my sister's, and got a baby on the way. Landon, he's 13, in the yellow stripes. And Peyton, he's 10. He just turned double digits. And then Victor Slade and Leonidas and little Lydia, that's no longer with us. She's the one that had SMA. She's laying on the blanket there. I mean, the twins are 15. Leonidas is 13. Him and Landon were born 4 days apart. Angie came out of the hospital, and then Kim went in. So me and Mom went down, picked up Angie, and took her to see Kim and the new baby. So they're super close. All the cousins are super close. And Peyton, the little guy down there with the blonde hair, he's from Chicago. Oh, I said that already. He's 10. Just turned double digits. So anyhow, my granddaughter Riley was here, and she made that rainbow for me. Put sequences on it. That's my grandmother Ida. I will always have that picture. She always cooked. You've never left her house hungry. She always cooked. She was a good cook. Yep. I think that's where I get it from. I got that little magnet in one of the music festivals. Well, Comfest, as a matter of fact. Comfest in Columbus. Didn't have it this year, of course. Hopefully they'll have it next year. That's a really good moneymaker for my daughter. And if anybody's heard of Comfest in Columbus, but if not, you can look it up. And then, like I said, when we were in Denver, Dorinda, we were out running around looking at all the little shops, and she got me that magnet because she knows I like Mexico. And then she sent me this postcard from New Mexico last time she went to see her daughter. Her daughter just came and visited her in Cleveland because her, is it Canton or Cleveland? I think it's Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland, I think. Her mother lives there, her daughter's grandma and her grandpa. Her mom and dad live there, Dorinda's mom and dad. And they went to that house where the Christmas Story was filmed, and her daughter, she got down underneath the cupboard, underneath the sink in the cupboard where, what was the little guy's name? I can't think of the little brother's name. Anyways, where he got in there, she had her mom take that picture. And then when they went up in the bathroom of the house, there was that red bar of soap, and she put the soap in her mouth, like Ralphie did, and made her mom take a picture. She's pretty cool. I hope to meet her someday and go, because I go to New Mexico. I have yet to meet Dorinda's children. And I'm pretty sure she hasn't met mine either. Well, she lives in Colorado, and I live here in Ohio, so we hardly ever get to see each other. But someday, Anywho, I'm going to end this now. It's 39 minutes. I think that might be the longest video I've ever made. But thanks for watching, everybody. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.